Hello guys, my name is Mrs. Mwadi Kenya. For the returning subscribers, welcome back. And for the new viewers, kindly comment, like, share, and subscribe. So today I'm going to take you around the farm. I'd want you to see what we normally do in terms of business, in terms of the farm business. I know I've mentioned it before that my husband and I also own a farm business. So this is it. This is the animal section. We only have chicken and rabbits at the moment, but that is yet to be expanded soon. So our chicken are free range. We let them walk around, look for their own food, but also we feed them in the morning. As for the rabbits, they are new. We only have three, one male and two female. So we want to see how that goes along. So now when we come to the vegetable farming, this is our major crop. These are cabbages. This is how cabbages look when they are young. And when you look behind here, we have the cabbage seedlings. These are the green cabbage seedlings, what you've just seen on the farm right now. And these are the red cabbages. This is the first time we are growing this. We decided to expand into other types of cabbages because, prices fluctuate. The customer base is also expanding. So we have more demand. So this is the shade that we put on the seedlings. All seedlings at this stage have to have a shade on top because of the sunlight. So back to our cabbages. So these cabbages are around 2,500 cabbages. They are currently sitting on a quarter an acre. So as you can see, behind there is unused land. We are tilling it and making beds for the next cabbages that you just saw on the nursery. Okay, so let's move along as I explain to you more. So now guys, here we have yellow beans. They are nitrogen fixating, meaning they will repair the soil after putting crops like cabbages, which are heavy feeders. We normally follow that up by putting crops that fix the soil for the next planting seasons of cabbages, of course, as it is our main crop. So here we have our chilies. Let me just look for a red one and show you how chilies look when they are ripe. So as you can see, this chili is red and the rest are green. So we'll just take the red ones as we move on. So here we only have two beds. On this whole farm, we only have two beds of these chilies. We call this cayenne. We are planning to make chili sauce. I hope I'll be able to film that and post it here for the people who'd love to make their own chili sauce. So here, this is a bushy cayenne tree, and all the chilies there are still green, so we'll wait for them to turn red. So yeah, so let's walk around as we pick up some chilies, then we'll move to the next session. So as you can see here, we have corn. We have corn separating different crops in the farm. They also act as breakers from the strong winds because some of these vegetables are too weak. They can be affected by strong winds. So here we have spinach. But before we continue, let me just show you how the cabbages will turn out with time. The cabbages you just saw at the beginning of the vegetable farm, they will bulb eventually and turn out to look like this. So this is how they will look. Let's say 4 weeks from now, they'll start bulbing before they become bigger and bigger. These beds are for personal consumption. That's why they are mixed up, different vegetables that we normally use in the house. So yeah, so this is how the cabbages will look in the next few weeks. And here we have the Tuscan kale. This is a superfood, meaning it's highly nutritious. We normally eat it for breakfasts. Yeah, so let's just look around the farm again as we go to the next session. So guys, these are eggplants. I love eggplants. They are one of my favorite vegetables, so we could not plant them. We normally hold them high so that the fruits can get a chance to protrude and it's easier to cultivate, to harvest. And also the plants, when they're just left lying down, most of the fruits might rot. That's why we've held them up using the ropes. So now back to the spinach farm. We have 12 beds of spinach, but they're not doing so well because of water stress. We've been having a lot of water issues, but that's being fixed this week. So I'm happy for that. I want to see how they'll perform with enough water. And here we have scattered spinach because during transplanting, some plants experienced transplant shock, and because of our water situation, they died. We are yet to buy more seedlings to replant there. These are the new spinach seedlings. They are doing quite well. They are only 3 weeks old after transplanting, so they are doing very well. And this breaker, as I said, is made up of corn for now, and this corn is beyond the point where it can be used for as green maize, so that one will wait for it to dry and use it as chicken feed. Here we have curled kale, what in Kenya we call it skuma matumbo. Very nice, very good for people with acidic issues, and also very easy to prepare because you don't need to cut it up using a knife. You just tear it up into smaller pieces using your hands, and it shrinks a lot while you're cooking. So yeah, so I really love this one. It's very soft kale. Here we have sweet potato that we were attempting to harvest, but it did not turn out very well. Most of them were not ready. They were small, and these were just for personal consumption as we wait for the season where we'd want to plant them for business, and we'd use these cuttings from this sweet potato plant you can see here to replant or to plant them on the beds for sale. So these cuttings, we will replant them very soon. And so here we have coriander. We've put coriander here so we can get the flowers for the bees. We also have a beehive. Here we have the new kales. They were recently transplanted at the same time as the new spinach I just showed you. Kales are doing very well with water stress. So if you have water issues in your farm, kales can survive long periods of drought, or they can survive with very little water supply. So here we have tomatoes. We use tomatoes for our own personal consumption. We have too much tomatoes, so we use them to also make our own products like tomato paste, tomato ketchup, chili sauce, pizza sauce, etc., etc. And the rest we use them for our own use during cooking, and we also supply them to our family members. We normally harvest them when they start turning orangish like this. Yeah, so that's when we start harvesting, and as you can see, the production is quite high. One plant can give you around 10 tomatoes per harvest, so you can imagine we have a lot of tomatoes. And yeah, and also some of them are consumed by our workers, so this is just for our own personal consumption, and we have to hold them up using ropes, just like the eggplants, because if you don't, the tomato fruits might rot, or there will not be enough air supply for the plant, so the plants might die. So that's why you have to hold them up. Yeah, so here we have the kales. So wait, before that, now this is what the birds are doing to the corn. Birds normally eat the corns before they become hard, so we sacrifice some of them for the birds to be able to get food. Here we have the old kale, the older kale that is. These are the mature ones, and as I said, we have some bit of water stress situation in the farm, but they're still doing quite well. These ones are due for harvest next week. We have an order for all our vegetables as from next week. So we normally harvest the kales and the spinach once a week, because we have to fulfill the orders. And yeah, so that's why we haven't been harvesting of late. But today I'm going to be harvesting some spinach for my family consumption. So guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Kindly remember to subscribe, comment, share, and like. And also let me know where you're watching us from. See you in the next one. Bye.